Alright, people. How's it going? It's HGW V2 here. I'm not V2 anymore. I'm HGW. HGW here. Also known as HGW, or I don't know. I have a real name, but, real names are overrated, aren't they? But anyways, the audio might sound a bit different because I'm actually in my car right now. I'm pulling a double today, and I have like a 2-hour break. I just ate, so I'm kind of I don't really have a lot of other time to do this. Besides tomorrow morning, I think I'm just going to kind of chill tomorrow morning. So I kind of just thought, hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do this now. I'm going to do my payback reactions, my payback predictions. And the reason why I'm not doing it with TR is because, again, I couldn't. There was just the times that I could do it were times that TR couldn't do it, so we just couldn't do it this time. So I'm just going to do this by myself. Like I said, I'm in my car right now. I'm using my Apple headphones. I'm just parked right now in a busy intersection. In a busy parking lot. I'm going to actually move. But we're here today. Not payback. Fuck. It's Extreme Rules. I keep on getting those mixed up. I keep on thinking that payback, because, the past 3 years has been Extreme Rules and payback. But this year, it is payback and then Extreme Rules. So this weekend, this Sunday, to be exact, is Extreme Rules. Am I looking forward to the event? Asking myself that question. I kind of am. I think it's going to be a good show. Has pretty much like the same card, besides like a couple matches than last time. So I think it should be a good show. I enjoyed Payback, and I enjoyed Payback a lot. Actually, I thought it was the best show they've done this year. That and like the Royal Rumble, I thought were like the best shows the main roster has done this year. So I'm hoping for the same here. We got some interesting matchups. Let me just kind of pull it up here on my phone. WWE Extreme Rule. Whoa, okay. Don't know how to type. Extreme Rules 2016 match. Fuck it. Okay. Sorry, this is really unprofessional. I kind of just thought of doing this now. But we're going to do it, and we're going to have some fun. Oh, baby. Oh, wow. Okay, so they added something to the kickoff. Let's see. All right, so in the kickoff match, we have Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler in a no disqualification match. This feud has just been absolutely awful. It's been a blowaway feud. This feud helps neither guy, especially Corbin, who really needs it. It just doesn't fucking help him, like, at all, and it sucks. So this is just a feud that I guess their intentions were, hey, let's put him with Dolph Ziggler. Maybe he can learn a few things from Dolph, but I just don't think it's worked. I don't know. I don't think it's worked at all, and I think that this time, I just don't think this is a necessary feud. Now they're doing no disqualification. Baron Corbin's won 2 of 1 matches. I see him winning this one. And if he doesn't, that's bullshit. He needs a pay-per-view win. And both of his matches have been on the kickoff show. And he wasn't on Raw. Was he on Raw? I'm pretty sure he was not on Raw. But he was there on main event when I was there at SmackDown. The SmackDown after Payback. Which I'll try to get into after I talk about this. I want to kind of tell a story that happened there, but I'll kind of talk about it later. But yeah, so I think Corbin is going to win. If he doesn't, that's kind of bullshit in my opinion. But yeah, I think he'll win. And next match that I'll go over is Rusev versus Kalisto. I don't think there's a stipulation on this at all. So, Rusev versus Kalisto. I know Cena's coming back Memorial Day, so next week. 2 weeks. So not this next Raw, but the Raw after that. So maybe he's going to be coming back for the U.S. title. Who knows? But I think that I kind of think Kalisto's winning, but at the same time, I could see them going to give it to Cena. For the simple fact that, they'll give it to Rusev because Cena, is coming back, so they kind of want to give it, maybe they'll give it to Cena, have a heel versus face kind of thing. Or maybe they'll just do Cena versus Kalisto and they'll have a hell of a match he'll kind of like how Cesaro and Cena had a great match. He'll get and they'll kind of shake hands afterwards to get some respect. You know, I can see them doing that, but I think I don't know. I want Kalisto to win. I know a lot of people saying his title reign sucks. It really has. All 3 of his defenses have been on the pre-show, and like besides his WrestleMania match, all of them were great. His match against Alberto Del Rio at Fastlane, 2 out of 3 falls in the pre-show was really good. One of my favorite matches there on that show, and on fucking last show on fucking Payback, he had a fantastic match against Ryback. Not fantastic, but he had a really good match, and it sucks because he's such a great wrestler, you know. And if you've seen him on the Indies, you know how great he was, and he's just carried it over to WWE as a wrestler. But they just don't have anything for him, and it sucks, you know. He's really good, and I feel like he could be, like I said, he could be their next Rey Mysterio. They just don't fucking do anything with him. It's kind of annoying. But I guess Rey Mysterio was never really a big champion. Both of his times, he was like 3-4 months. He won it in 2006, World Heavyweight Champion. He won the WWE Championship, but that was for like a couple hours, like an hour. And then, but the 2 times he's won the World Heavyweight title, he won it at WrestleMania. Lost it. I think he lost it at the Bash. Wasn't that the Great American Bash? And then, I think so. I think it was. I think he lost it to Booker T or something like that. And then he won it again at Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view, which was just such a weird pay-per-view. And then lost it in Money in the Bank, which I was actually there live, and that was a month. So, you know, yeah, just something I point out there. But so I guess I don't know. I don't know where I'm fucking going with this, but like I just really think it'd be used more better. Okay, Vaudevillains versus the New Day for the tag team titles. This match happened after that awful incident at Payback. I'm hoping Enzo the best. They seem to be pushing Big Cass though, and so I'm really kind of hoping that Enzo kind of comes back before they make up their mind on Big Cass. Because and when Enzo comes back, oh my god, he's getting the biggest pop ever. Same thing with Seth Rollins, which seems to be soon for Seth, but we'll see with Enzo. And I'm really hoping him the speedy recovery. Hopefully he's doing good. We haven't gotten any updates on him since that night. At least I can remember. I haven't seen any, but I'm thinking the New Day's going to win this one for the simple fact that they've had this title reign for what since SummerSlam, and I don't see them losing at any time until like SummerSlam. If they do lose, that's cool though, because I like the Vaudevillains. They're good heels. I like them personally. I know they haven't been getting a lot of reaction from the crowd. At least when I was in SmackDown, they faced. Oh shit! Who did they face? Did they face the Ascension? I don't remember who they faced. Fuck. They faced somebody at SmackDown on SmackDown the Payback after. The SmackDown after Payback, but I don't know who they faced at all. I can't remember. But they got like barely a reaction. Did they face the Usos? No, they didn't face the Usos because they're in the main event. I don't know, but yeah, I'm really hoping that I'm thinking that New Day's gonna win. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to the Vaudevillains. That actually make them be really good heels. I just hope that in the process they don't destroy New Day, but because New Day still like 8 months later are still the best. They've been the best act in WWE for about the past year, and on Raw, like just kind of like further prove my point. Like my God, that's just insane. They're just so funny, man. They're awesome. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. But I think the New Day's gonna win. Cough inbound. Too late. By the way, the song for this it's not my favorite song by Paris. I think that's or PVRIS. I've been listening to their album after I heard their new theme, but they're the theme for Extreme Rules. But they've had a lot of other good songs on their album, like My House and St. Patrick are probably better than this song. I would like to see one of those two be used. Maybe I feel like My House has though. That's the crazy thing. Maybe it has, and I just don't remember. But I think they would have been better theme songs. But that song's good too. I just thought I mentioned that. Fatal 4-Way for the. God, I keep on burping. I just ate. Sorry. Fatal 4-Way for the IC title. We have the Miz defending the championship against Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Cesaro. I don't think Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to win this match. Kevin Owens looks strong on the end. If you know on Raw, and if you know the booking, the loser is always the one that's laid out at the end. Or I'm sorry, the winner is always the one that's laid out at the end on the pay-per-view. So, for example, Rusev laid out Kalisto in the middle of the ring, right? Beat him up, and I think so. And normally that would lead me to believe that Kalisto is going to win. The last time that I've seen them do different was Kevin Owens. So we'll see. Most of the time, that's how WWE booking works. So that's how I kind of go off my predictions too. That's how I think. But sometimes they do it differently, and I hope they do. But a lot of times they don't. Same thing with AJ Styles. But I'll get into that later. But I think with this one, I don't think Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens is winning. I honestly think that one of those two, most likely Owens, is going to win the Money in the Bank. My personal opinion. I really think he should. If not, then that sucks. But I really think he should. I think it's going to be The Miz or Cesaro. Those two were laid out in the middle of the ring last night. Sami Zayn was laid out, but I don't think he's winning the title. It would be awesome if he won, but I just don't think he is. I think he's on to a rivalry with Kevin Owens in the later for bigger things. But I think, and I honestly think that's what they're going to do. I honestly think that's what they're going to do. If they do something different, wouldn't surprise me, but that's honestly what I think they're going to do, and I think that's what's best. You know, their whole motto, best for business. But I think it's with The Miz versus Cesaro is going to win this. I'm honestly thinking Cesaro's going to win, man. He was screwed over last time, and I think he's going to win. It's either going to be him or The Miz, but just because I have to pick, I'll pick Cesaro. I'll pick Cesaro. It's either going to be The Miz or Cesaro, one of those two, but I think it's going to be Cesaro. They could have the heel victory, or they could have the face victory in Cesaro. I saw someone say that, like, why are they having The Miz in this match when they could just be those three? I'm like, well, maybe because he might be winning, you know? Maybe they want him as IC champion. But I think Cesaro might win, honestly. He hasn't held the title, and I wouldn't be surprised if Sami Zayn won, but I just don't think Kevin Owens is winning at all, and I don't think that, I don't think that Sami Zayn is winning. Sami Zayn has a better chance than Owens, but I just don't think Owens is winning at all. Don't quote me on that, though, because I can always be wrong. Let's see, next match. Which one do I want to do? Alright, we'll have the Ambrose Asylum, which is basically, I guess this is a black steel cage. Is this the new layout for their steel cages now? Oh, this fucking idiot. Sorry, I'm looking at traffic, and it's just kind of funny to see so many fucking idiots not knowing how to drive. But, Chris Jericho versus Dean Ambrose. Who do I have winning? I'm having Dean Ambrose win. I guess it's an Ambrose Asylum match where they have like weapons at the top. Is that what I'm assuming it is? I'm not sure. I saw a little bit of the segment. I didn't watch all of it. I honestly didn't watch all of Raw because I was watching a Thunder game. Go Thunder, by the way. I've been a Thunder fan since fucking day one because here in Kansas City we don't have an NBA team, and I've been an Oklahoma Sooner fan my whole life. So I'm like, fuck it. I want to like an NBA team. I'm like Oklahoma City, and there you go. So just thought I mentioned that. But I think Dean Ambrose is winning. If he does not win and they carry on this feud, I'm gonna be really pissed. They've kind of done the same thing with Jericho and Styles, where in last Jericho's feud, where Jericho, he loses twice, and he loses the majority of the matches. Then they have a match and they tie it, and then they never do anything with it. I really hope that's not what they do, because Dean Ambrose needs a win. He got the win last time, but he needs to win this feud right out clean. And oh my God, she is is she a MILF? She looks like a MILF. Oh my God, she is smoking. I'm sorry. I just popped a little chub here in my car. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So that's that. MILF walking by. Although I'm really interested to see how this match is. I guess there's no escape. I don't know how this match works at all. So we'll see on Sunday. But yeah, it looks interesting. And I don't know if the steel cages are going to be black from now on. We'll see, though. So we only have 2 more matches. Is that right? Let me look real quick. We only have 2 more matches? I guess so. All right. So we have next match we have is the Women's Championship, which actually I saw close out Raw, which is cool. I know some people were like, why? But I think it's cool. Give the women the respect, give them some shine. I think this will be a good match here too. I think Charlotte's winning. It wouldn't shock me if they went with the whole Natalia, happy moment thing. But what the fuck has happened to Sasha Banks? Becky Lynch has gotten more screen time on air than Sasha Banks. Yet Sasha Banks wasn't the one that tapped out at WrestleMania. I don't get it. I don't fucking get WWE. I don't know. Sasha Banks is the best woman wrestler there. Sip my Coke. She's the best woman wrestler there. I don't understand why she isn't getting big of a push. I guess they want a heel champion in Charlotte right now. But what they need to do is kind of blow off this feud, end this feud here, submission match. It should be a good match. It should be interesting. We haven't seen a submission match in a while, I don't think. So that's good. And I know a lot of us wanted the submission match for AJ Styles and Jericho at WrestleMania. But I guess they wanted Jericho to win. Fuck me. Okay. But listen, I think Charlotte's winning. They could go with a happy story with, like I said, with Natalia, but I just don't see it happening. I think this is just kind of a blow-off feud to get to Sasha. Or maybe they want to save that for SummerSlam, a big match. I don't know. But I just know that Sasha Banks needs to be in the women's scene more often because she's not in it at all. Okay. And I guess I have one more match. I've gone by the 16 minutes. With two people, it goes by, I think, longer because you have more back and forth conversation. But when I'm just kind of talking here by myself, I don't know. Just kind of know. Main event, Extreme Rules match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. We have Roman Reigns defending his title against AJ Styles. I can't fucking speak today. Styles. Listen, I need to talk about fucking Gallows and Anderson, right? They dominated the world. The fucking world. Like, they dominated everywhere they went in New Japan, Ring of Honor, like, everywhere. They barely lost, right? But then all of a sudden they fucking losing to the Usos every goddamn week, losing to fucking Reigns. They lost to the Usos on Raw. I know that's the only time they've lost, although they did lose in a six-man tag match, which I wasn't all that mad about. You lose to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, fine. Like, a lot of people are mad that Reigns is winning, but like, he's the fucking WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So shut the fuck up, But but like, he's the world champion. That's how you should book a champion, right? So they're doing a good job of that. But the problem is they're just doing it with Reigns. That's the only problem with it. No, yeah. So when I was there, they lost, and they also lost against the Usos, which was really dumb. They shouldn't have lost to the Usos. They're supposed to be this decorated tag team, yet they lose. I just don't understand. I don't know. I just hope they're treated better, but they probably won't. They're kind of just, I don't know. I like them, though. They're really great. And if you listen to their podcast with Chris Jericho, on his podcast, Talk is Jericho, they have a lot of great chemistry back and forth. They're really good friends, and it was a lot of fun to listen to. But about this match. With the way Raw kind of concluded, kind of made me believe that AJ Styles is going to lose because, he gave Roman Reigns a Styles Clash on a chair, which was awesome. This is only his, let's see, he's hit it once on SmackDown against Curtis Axel. Almost call him Michael McGillicuddy, but no. Curtis Axel. He hit it again on Fastlane, kicked out of that one. He hit it again in Mania, kicked out of that one. And he's hit it at the Raw after and won with it. So he's 2 for 2, and now he's hit it on a chair, which is, I guess, doesn't count. So, I think he's going to hit it, and Roman Reigns is going to kick out, and AJ Styles is going to win. Roman Reigns is going to win. AJ Styles is going to fucking lose. Why? I don't know, man. Like, I love AJ Styles, but I just don't see him winning. It sucks, though, because I really want him to be champion. I just think Seth's taking the title off him. I don't see anyone else who should be champion besides, like, if you're talking about, like, if besides Roman Reigns, who else should be champion? It's Seth Rollins. He's so good. And not only is he so good, but the company loves him. The company fucking loves him. John Cena loves him. John Cena tweeted out on Monday, like, listen, I've had a great recovery and all, but the one you should be praising is Seth Rollins. Like, if Cena's behind this guy, then motherfucker, my God, he's the company man. He's the face of the WWE. He's going to be. He not only is he like one of the best wrestlers in the world. I've always said that AJ Styles was the best wrestler in the world, but then Seth Rollins was the best in WWE. So AJ Styles is the best wrestler in the world, and Seth Rollins is is the second best now. But like this, he's so good. He's just so fucking good, and he's a great talker. I'm not gay or anything, but he's a good looking guy. So I mean, I just see Seth Rollins taking this. I think this match is going to be great. They had a great match at Payback besides those two fuck finishes that they had to have Stephanie and Shane come out for. Besides, that kind of killed the flow of the match. But everything else besides that was fucking fantastic. I can't wait for this match. This match is going to be fucking awesome. Main event time. I'm really excited for this match. I just think Roman Reigns is winning, and it sucks because I really want AJ to win. And I really want to see an AJ Seth feud, which would be fucking awesome. But I just don't see it happen. I just don't. And it sucks. And the way that, he was standing over Reigns, like I said earlier, the person that's always laid out on the Raw before the pay-per-view, they always seem to win at the pay-per-views. It happened last time when AJ Styles gave him a phenomenal forearm. So, I see it happening again, and I don't see WWE changing their mind on Roman Reigns. Which sucks, because I love AJ. I fucking love AJ Styles. And I'm enjoying Roman. A lot of people are hating on Roman, but I'm fine with Roman. Roman is fine. My problem with him is when he decides to he's not deciding, but they make him do shitty 20-minute promos. They're trying to make him the next John Cena, and he's not. When he came out on Raw, and he was like I got a bunch of mucus. Yummy stuff. But when he came out on Raw and was so what about you, Brandon? He was like, AJ Styles was like, you're gonna have the Usos in your corner. He's like, yeah, but the question is, or no, I think he said it first. He goes, the question is the club company? You gonna come out with the club? Like, oh my god, I just fuck you. Like, but by the way, everything that they've done with this feud has been fantastic. I've loved every fucking segment that they've done it with the Usos and everything. Even though the Bullet Club has lost, even though Gallows and Anderson has lost, hopefully they don't lose that much outside. And I hope they become tag team champions soon. If anyone to take it off the New Day, they need it. Because if they're going to be heels, then they need to have some fucking heat and take it off the New Day, because everyone loves the New Day, right? Or just have New Day be tag teams forever. That works too. Still recording. Had to make sure. I'm going on 22 minutes. Longer than I thought it would be. But if the team to take it off, if you want to have it take off the titles off New Day, have them take it off them. They're great. They're great wrestlers. They can talk. I know Luke Gallows has always kind of been treated as like this punk that can lose, and he's kind of been treated the same. But I don't know. I just really hope that they're treated. I don't know what happens with AJ if he loses. I don't know what happens with AJ after this, though. That's the thing. I assume maybe they're gonna have Balor come up. I don't know. He's having a steel cage match against Joe at the next takeover, which is June 8th, which is the only match I think that's been announced for that card. It's gonna be at Full Sail though, so it's gonna be weird seeing a steel cage at Full Sail. But, and I wonder if it'll be black. Who knows? It was black on Raw, but I guess that's the Ambrose Asylum. But I'm just really looking forward to this match, man. I hope it's good. I bet it's good. AJ Styles is, again, the best wrestler in the world in my opinion, and Roman Reigns has been good. Again, I've liked him everything besides fucking those promos he's done. But yeah, that's all I have to say about Extreme Rules. Those are my predictions. I want to talk about Payback real quick, what I thought about the show. I probably should have done that before, and I probably should have done this before. I just completely forgot, so I'm going to do it now. And I also going to talk about my SmackDown experience. So, if you don't want to listen to this, you can just click off. And I bet, not a lot of people are listening to this now. But, yeah, so, I watched Payback. It was fun. These people are going really slow by me. Alright. So, yeah, I watched Payback on Sunday, May 1st. And I really enjoyed the show. I thought it was the best pay-per-view they've done. This and the Royal Rumble was the best pay-per-view they've done this year. This is better than Mania. Some booking decisions I did not like at all. But, other than that, I enjoyed Payback. I really did. What else do I have to say? So we started off the show. The kickoff matches were Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler, which I thought was just a short match with Dolph winning for no reason, just to carry on this stupid feud that, again, is not helping anyone at all. So, yeah, that's all I thought about it. Bleh, whatever. But Kalisto and Ryback was my third favorite match on the whole show, man. That was a really great match. And if that's Ryback's last match in WWE, which I assume it is, I don't see him coming back. But if it isn't, but if it is his last match, which, again, like I said, assume it is, what a great match to go off of, man. That's probably like his one of, I think maybe his Cena match at Extreme Rules, or maybe Payback, was better. But this was damn good. Kalisto, again, like I said, Kalisto's a fantastic wrestler, and he had a great match against Ryback. They had a good match on SmackDown in November for that. Remember that WWE title tournament back when Seth got injured? They had a great match then, and then at Mania, everyone was kind of expecting the same, and they just kind of had a match. I think this is the match they should have had at Mania, because this match was a lot better. It's very weird having these people go really slow by me, because I'm in a fucking parking lot, and I'm like all the way towards the edge where there's like nobody there. And yeah, people are still like driving slow by me. I don't understand. I guess it's a parking lot. I gotta go slow. I don't care. What else did we have on the show? And then we went into the actual show. Again, we had the tag match, which ended abruptly. Again, hoping Enzo best. It was very scary because my dad was actually downstairs and he was like, "Oh," he kind of like reacted, and I thought it was a work at first. I wasn't sure because Enzo is always sold like that. He always sells like a rag doll. Like he's kind of like Dolph in the sense that he kind of he's not like Dolph, but like, you know, his hair kind of, he sells very good, and he's always had the sense of just like selling like he like weighs like 0 pounds. And so that's what I thought at first, but when it became serious, when he pushed the guy I think it was Simon Gotch from the Vaudevillains away, which again, a lot of people blame it on him, but I just thought it was a freak accident. He was in the heat of the moment. You can't blame him that much. I don't know. Maybe it was, and I've seen him take that spot before where he runs into the ropes and like kind of falls down to the outside. Except this one looked a lot bad. This one looked really bad. And but yeah, that's all I have to say. And I thought it was a work at first, but it was not. It was we assumed after, like, really quickly we found out, yeah, that's not a work. It's real. Then we had Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, which is tied for my match of the night. This and the AJ Styles Roman match are tied for my favorite matches on the show. This was just fucking great, man. This is you know, as much as I love that ladder match, they still should have had this match at Mania for the IC title and have Kevin Owens win, maybe. I guess that ladder match kind of protected them both, because they didn't want to have Owens win the title, so they did it in a ladder match, and they gave it to Zack Ryder to make his fans happy for a minute, and then the next day they just had him lose to The Miz. So yeah, that's that. And then, but it was a great match, man. Fucking fantastic match. These two just, every time they go out, they face so many times that I don't care to see them face more. Like, they're just so fucking good, you know? It's not to the point where, like, Dean and Seth have faced so many times to the point where I don't want to see them face again, right? But, like, these two have faced probably about the same, maybe more. But I just want to see them wrestle for the rest of their lives. Like, I want to see them wrestle forever, you know? Anyways, fantastic match. Then we had, what did we have next? We have Ambrose and Jericho. No, we had Cesaro and Miz, which I thought was a good match too. Owens and commentary killed it. They had the distracting roll-up finish, which this time it actually worked. I actually liked it. I didn't mind it here. And the Miz was still champion, and I think he's going to lose it this Sunday. Then we had Jericho versus Ambrose, which I thought was a really good, not really good, but a good match with a sloppy finish. The finish was really sloppy. It kind of seemed like Ambrose forgot what he was supposed to do, and Jericho had to remind him, "Hey, pick me up for the fucking dirty deeds," you know, because it was very weird. But good match all around, though. Good match all around. Charlotte versus Natalya was getting good, and then they had to fucking end the match with the Montreal Screwjob finish, which sucks. Oh, I hate that finish so much. Every time they fucking do it, like Bret Hart has admitted that he's over the Montreal Screwjob. You know, it was something that happened. He understands where both sides are coming from or something like that, and he's done with it. But WWE can't, every time fucking Bret Hart is here, they can't get over the fucking Montreal Screwjob. It's fucking dumb. TNA did it with Earl Hebner, and it was stupid. And now WWE's doing it without Earl Hebner, with little fucking H, who's still reffing, by the way, who fucking screwed over. Okay, I don't understand. Don't understand. You know, when Scott Armstrong screws over Randy Orton, you know, he doesn't have a job anymore. He's not a ref anymore. He's only there for the authority, right? He's now an authority figure. He's now with the authority, you know. But so he's not ref anymore. He's basically done reffing. But when fucking Lil Nate, Charles Robinson does it, he can still come out and fucking ref the next night. They did the same thing with Earl Hebner. I don't understand. I don't get it. Okay, whatever. Done. Moved on. The 30 minute promo with the McMahons was way too long. And it kind of just ended, and it kind of just made you go, what the fuck was the point of that? You could have done that in 5 minutes. And it was like 10, 15, 20 minutes. Dumb. Okay, now, main event, like I said, tied for my favorite match of the night. Besides those two things, two fuck finishes, at least the first one was a smart one. Like, at least it was a smart fuck finish, which I like that, but the second one was just kind of really dumb. Like, really dumb. And I just didn't enjoy it. So, that's all I gotta say about that. The two fuck finishes, but everything else, fantastic. Again, tied for match, and like, if it wasn't for those two things, it would probably be a match of the night. But it was tied for my favorite with Zayn and Owens. Now, moving on. I went to SmackDown the next Tuesday, so that'd be, was it the 4th or the 3rd? Let me look. Can't remember. Whatever fucking, it was on a Tuesday, but it aired. It was the 3rd. And it aired, and then it aired the 5th. So, I made the 3rd. I was not feeling good at all, though. So, let me explain. On Monday night, after Raw, I got this cough attack where I was just basically, I'm kind of still getting over it a little bit, but I feel a lot better. I've taken all my antibiotics, so I'll be fine. But then I was coughing so much that I could barely talk. I could barely breathe. If I tried to lay on my stomach, I couldn't because I was about to fall asleep and then get choked up. I was up all night. I couldn't fucking do it, and I threw up. I threw up so violently that I broke a blood vessel. Right, which seems to be all the times I throw up. Every time I throw up now, I break a blood vessel. It's that violent. It's pretty great. It's great, fun stuff. But yeah. So like, I just was not feeling good, and this was Monday night before I was going to go to SmackDown, the day before, and it just sucked, man. It was awful. So what ended up happening was I went to SmackDown. I was really hoping I wasn't going to throw up. When it first started, like, when everyone started to call in, I was like, oh, I felt something in my stomach. I'm like, oh, God, no. No, please don't throw up. Please don't throw up on all these people. But eventually it got better. I had 6 row seats behind Mauro Ranallo, the announce table. Me and my friend were going to actually do the Mauro section, have a sign. But we decided not to. I don't know. We just decided not to. But it was fun. I still enjoyed myself. Overall, it was just a SmackDown. Whatever. Main event was really great, though. Again, the club lost, Gallows and Anderson. But if you want to go watch just a good match, a really good match, I was really into it. It was a really good match. And, like, I could barely talk, though. So, like, every time I wanted to talk to my friend I went with, I couldn't talk during the entrance music. Because he couldn't hear me because my voice was so bad, and like the next day I couldn't even go to work because I work at fast food, and like I have to be at drive, and I can't do my job if I can't talk. Like, and then I went on Thursday and my voice was still pretty bad. It wasn't as bad as it was, but it was still pretty bad. But no, yeah. So what else happened? And then, so yeah, it got better on Friday and whatnot. I feel better now, if anyone was wondering. No one cares. But yeah, so that was my SmackDown story. Besides, I have one more thing to talk about SmackDown. So in the main event, again, like I said, I was in the 6th row behind the announcer's table, seats 3 and 4. And in the first 2 rows, towards the edge, towards like seats 1 through 3 or whatever, there were a bunch of people in seats in rows 1 and 2 standing up. They were like, I'd say like about 20-year-olds, maybe like teenagers. I don't know, like 18 to 25, around that age. Maybe there was a couple people in the front where they were standing up. They're all standing up, and There's a couple people in the front row that was like they looked like they were 30s-ish, but they're all standing up because it was an exciting match. I was standing up, you know, the people behind me were standing up. We were all fucking excited. It was a really getting intense, really good match. And then all of a sudden, this guy, I think he was like a couple rows ahead of me. He goes up. He's with it looks like his mom and maybe like his kid or something like that, or maybe like his sister. And they are like, and his mom had to sit at the very edge because she's I don't know if she's disabled, but she can't stand up because she's really either she's disabled or she's just really fat. I'll say it. She's really fat. She was fat and like she just couldn't stand up. She was like, she looked old, and like so I could understand. So the guy comes up and just starts fucking yelling at these kids like he's gonna fucking scream at them or like he was gonna fight them. Like he's like, sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down. We paid $300 for these seats. Sit the fuck down. But louder and way more angry. I got a cough. I'm taking a drink. But, so yeah, he was just not, and like he was just, it's like he had enough of it and he just couldn't do it. And he just started fucking yelling at them. And the guys are like, why the fuck are you yelling at me? Have you ever been to a fucking wrestling event? Like, if you ever go to a wrestling event, people stand up when exciting shit happens, dude. Do you not know what... Have you never been to a... I assume this must be, like, his first time being to a wrestling event. It has to be. It has to be. I can't fathom him not knowing what standing up means for like a wrestling. I just don't understand. So I got what he was coming from because the other two couldn't physically stand up to see, but you just gotta understand, man. It was an exciting match. Just have some fun. Wrestling's supposed to be fun. They were having fun, and then you ruined their fun. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But the guy in front of me, who was like a security guard guy, I don't know. He was like this big black dude, and he said he worked for security. And he said that he kind of agreed with him. And I was going to chime in and say something, but I just decided not to. Because again, my voice, you can fucking understand a word I was saying. But also, we had like 6'6" guys standing right in front of us. So we had to move our heads to see every 2 minutes. But thankfully, they left like an hour into SmackDown. They were there all for main event and like an hour or so into SmackDown. Then they left. I don't know why they left. If you pay that much money, then why did you... Unless they went to go see somewhere else? I don't know. But they just fucking left. And same thing with like two people in front of next to me. They actually left right after main event ended, which was really dumb. I don't know if they just left the building, but like you pay that much for tickets, I would think you would want to stay. You know, because I stayed. I stayed until they announced that there was going to be a dark match afterwards, which seems to be weird because every time there's only one time I've been to an event and they had a dark match afterwards. But every time I see that like people get like, you know, Luke Harper got injured in a dark match after Raw, I'm like, where the fuck's my dark match when I'm there? I see other people talking about dark matches. I don't know. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you all for listening. If you did, if you've listened all the way through, thank you so much. This has gone on a lot longer than I thought it would. I thought this would be like quick 15 minutes, but this is kind of a good way to spend my break because I have nothing else to do. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, guys.